You have scrubbed until your shoulder hurt. You have soaked the grates in chemical degreaser, attacked them with a wire brush, and even left the burners on high, hoping the black crust would simply burn away. At first, the grill looks cleaner. Then, after another cookout, the same stubborn buildup returns. The problem is not that you are cleaning too gently. It is that most common methods are aimed at the wrong kind of mess. Welcome to Buried Fixes. Today, we are taking a different approach, one inspired by the habit of cleaning cooking surfaces while they are still warm, before grease has time to harden. But first, we need to remove the dark layer already bonded to your grill. We will handle this in 2 stages. First, you will learn how to loosen years of baked-on residue using heat, baking soda, water, and aluminum foil. Then, we will build a simple routine that takes less than 2 minutes after cooking and helps stop the buildup from returning. To understand why it works, however, you need to know what that black crust really is. It is not ordinary dirt, and that distinction changes everything. Most people treat the black coating on a grill like ordinary dirt, as if enough soap and pressure should make it disappear. But what you are seeing is a chemical transformation, not simply a layer of leftover food. When fats and cooking oils repeatedly contact hot metal in the presence of oxygen, some of their molecules begin linking together. This process is called polymerization. Instead of remaining soft and greasy, the oil gradually forms a tougher, cross-linked film that grips the surface beneath it. Repeated heating adds burnt food particles and carbon, making the coating darker, thicker, and increasingly difficult to remove. A similar principle helps oil create a protective seasoning on cast iron cookware. On a grill, however, uncontrolled layers of grease and food residue build unevenly, eventually becoming a rough crust rather than a clean, maintained finish. That is why aggressive scrubbing often produces disappointing results. You are not merely wiping away yesterday's dinner. You are trying to grind through a hardened coating that has developed across many heating cycles and settled into every groove and irregularity in the grate. Once you understand that, the solution becomes clearer. The goal is not to overpower the buildup with more muscle. First, you must use heat to make the old residue dry and brittle. Then, a mild alkaline paste can loosen the remaining greasy material, allowing it to lift away with far less effort. The wire brush seems like the obvious weapon. Its stiff bristles scrape away loose carbon, and the immediate results can look impressive. But it also has 2 weaknesses. First, straight bristles often glide over curved bars and narrow grooves, leaving the deepest residue behind. Second, worn bristles can break loose, remain on the grate, and later stick to food. Although such incidents are uncommon, swallowed grill brush wires can cause serious injuries. Chemical degreasers have a different limitation. Many are designed to dissolve fresh, soft grease, not a thick coating that has been heated and hardened repeatedly. They may remove the oily surface, but the dark base layer can remain firmly attached. Any cleaner used on a cooking surface must also be rinsed away exactly as its label directs. Oven cleaner is even more aggressive. Some formulas contain sodium hydroxide, a highly caustic substance capable of breaking down baked-on grease. However, it can burn skin and may damage aluminum, painted components, or certain porcelain and plated finishes. Whether it is safe depends entirely on the grate material and the manufacturer's instructions. For this method, there is no reason to begin with such a harsh option. Heat can make the old buildup brittle, while baking soda provides mild alkalinity that helps loosen greasy residue. Used with patience and proper rinsing, this combination avoids loose wire bristles and reduces the need for powerful cleaners. The secret is simple. Weaken the bond first. Then remove what remains. Begin by checking what your grates are made from and reading the grill manufacturer's cleaning instructions. Bare cast iron, stainless steel, and porcelain-coated grates do not tolerate every tool in the same way. If the finish is chipped, fragile, or easily scratched, replace the foil described below with a non-abrasive nylon pad. Now close the lid and preheat the grill on high for about 15 minutes, or only as long as the manufacturer permits. This does not magically erase the buildup. It dries and chars loose food residue, making the outer layer easier to break apart. Turn off the burners. If you use gas, shut off the gas supply as an added precaution. Let the grates cool until they are warm, but safe to handle. Never apply the paste over flames, or while the metal is dangerously hot. While you wait, combine 3 parts baking soda with 1 part water, roughly 3 tablespoons of baking soda to 1 tablespoon of water. Stir until it resembles wet sand. The paste should cling to the bars instead of running into the burner area. Spread a thin layer over the dirty sections and leave it for 5 to 10 minutes. Baking soda is mildly alkaline, so it can help loosen greasy material without the extreme caustic strength of many oven cleaners. For uncoated grates that tolerate it, crumple a sheet of aluminum foil into a loose ball, dampen it, and move it along each bar. Its flexible shape reaches around curves and into grooves. On coated grates, use the manufacturer-approved nylon tool instead. Work steadily rather than pressing hard. Finally, remove the loosened residue. Rinse the removable grates thoroughly and wipe them with a clean, damp cloth. Dry them completely to limit rust. Years of buildup may not disappear in one attempt. If a dark layer remains, repeat the cycle rather than attacking it with excessive force. 2 or 3 controlled rounds are safer than 1 destructive battle. Once the old crust is gone, the real advantage begins. A short maintenance habit that prevents another rescue like this. Deep cleaning solves the old problem. Prevention stops you from rebuilding it. As soon as the food comes off, turn off the heat and let the grates cool slightly while they are still warm. Do not wait until the grease has dried into a stubborn film. Fold a clean, damp cloth, grip it securely with long-handled tongs, and wipe along the bars. Keep your face and hands back because moisture touching hot metal can release steam. At this stage, much of the residue is still soft. Warmth loosens it, while the damp cloth carries it away before repeated. Cooking can transform it into another hardened layer. What could become an hour of scrubbing later may take only a few controlled passes now. Next comes the protective step, but only if it is appropriate for your grate material. Bare cast iron usually benefits from a very thin film of cooking oil, while porcelain-coated and stainless steel grates should be maintained according to the manufacturer's directions. If oiling is recommended, put a small amount of neutral oil on a folded paper towel, hold it with clean tongs, and wipe the warm, not flaming hot, bars. Never spray oil directly onto the grill, where it could ignite. You are looking for a faint sheen, not a wet coating. A thin film helps protect bare metal and reduces direct contact between future food residue and the grate. Too much oil can become sticky, drip below, or contribute to the buildup you are trying to prevent. Then close the lid once the grill is cool and safe. Remember the order. Turn off the heat. Wipe while warm. Apply only the recommended protection, and close the grill after cooling. Done consistently. The routine takes less than 2 minutes. That small window after cooking is where the easiest cleaning happens. If your bare cast iron grate requires oil, choose a neutral cooking oil that tolerates relatively high heat. Canola, grapeseed, sunflower, or refined rice bran oil can all work. Butter is a poor choice because its milk solids burn easily, while unrefined oils may smoke sooner and leave sticky residue. You need far less oil than most people expect. About a teaspoon, or even less, should be enough for an average grate. Place it on a folded paper towel, then spread it into the thinnest possible film with tongs. If the bars look wet or oil begins dripping downward, you have used too much. Wipe away the excess with a clean section of the towel. The goal is a slight sheen, not a heavy coating. Now consider the patches that refuse to disappear. If one area has accumulated residue through years of repeated cooking, a single cleaning session may expose only the next layer beneath it. That does not mean the process failed. Treat the spot again during the next maintenance cycle. Each careful pass removes a little more without forcing you to scrape hard enough to damage the metal or its finish. After several cookouts, the patch should gradually shrink. This is the difference between fighting a tool and maintaining one. You do not need one exhausting afternoon of aggressive scrubbing. You need a safe method repeated consistently. The buildup took months or years to develop. Giving it several controlled treatments is both more realistic and more protective of the grill. The materials used in this routine are inexpensive: a little baking soda, water, a reusable cloth, and an appropriate scrubbing tool. Most kitchens already contain nearly everything required. Now compare that with the cycle many grill owners repeat. They purchase degreasers, replace worn brushes, spend hours soaking and scrubbing, and eventually buy new grates after coatings become damaged or corrosion takes hold. The exact cost depends on the grill, but regular maintenance is almost always cheaper than replacing neglected components. Safety matters just as much. Removing a worn wire brush from the routine means you no longer need to wonder whether a loose bristle is hiding on the cooking surface. Using mild materials also reduces dependence on caustic cleaners that require protective equipment and careful rinsing. The grill still demands sensible precautions, but the process becomes easier to control. Then there is the cost people rarely calculate: time. A badly neglected grate can consume an afternoon. You gather supplies, scrape each bar, rinse the mess, and clean everything afterward, only to repeat the same battle later in the season. A 2-minute wipe after each cookout feels almost insignificant by comparison. Spread across a summer, those small moments can save hours of unpleasant work. That is the real trade. The old method postpones maintenance until the problem becomes exhausting. The new routine spends a little attention while the residue is still easy to remove. You keep more money, avoid unnecessary risks, and preserve the weekends the grill was meant to improve. Here is the routine you can begin this week. First, perform one deep clean cycle. Preheat only as your grill manufacturer allows. Turn everything off. Let the grates cool to a safe temperature. Apply the baking soda paste. Wait. Scrub with a tool approved for the surface, and rinse thoroughly. If years of residue remain, repeat the process during another session instead of using destructive force. After that, maintenance becomes simple. At the end of every cookout, turn off the heat and wipe the warm grates with a damp cloth held in long tongs. If your grate material requires seasoning, apply the thinnest possible film of suitable oil. Once everything has cooled safely, close the lid and protect the grill from weather. Check the surface about once a month. A small patch caught early takes minutes to correct. Ignore it for an entire season, and the same patch can become another exhausting project. That is the deeper lesson behind this method. Prevention is easier than rescue. The easiest mess to clean is the one you handle before it hardens. A little attention at the right moment protects your equipment, reduces unnecessary chemical use, and gives you more time to enjoy cooking. Your grill does not need to become a battleground every summer. It only needs the correct tools, safe timing, and a routine consistent enough to stop residue from taking control. Tell me in the comments what you have been using to clean your grill. If this changed the way you think about maintenance, subscribe to Buried Fixes for more practical solutions. Next time, we will look at how to restore a rusted cast iron pan without destroying its seasoning.